Mr. President, we just like to recognize officials of the town of Lagonglong, Misamis Oriental, headed by Mayor Anjo Capistrano, together with the Vice Mayor and all the councilors and capitans are here today with us, Mr. President.
Welcome to the Senate.
Thank you. Mr. President, I believe Senator Robin Hood Padilla would like to also make a quick manifestation, Mr. President.
Senator Padilla is recognized.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo at sa ating pinunong mayorya. Ginoong Tagapangulo, mga kasamahan, nais ko lamang pong magpahayag ng saloobin hinggil po sa ilang mga pahayag sa pagdinig ng Blue Ribbon Committee kaninang umaga. Nalubhang nakakabahala po. Na tila nagpaparating na maaari nating isang tabi ang umiiral na batas upang magbigay daan sa ikasisiya ng taong bayan. Bagamat lubos ko pong nauunawaan ang pangingibabaw ng kalooban ng taong bayan, meron po tayong mga demokratikong mekanismo upang isakutuparan ito. Isipin natin ang posibleng maging epekto nito sa ating mga komunidad, lalo na po sa mga lugar na matagal na pong pinagsisikapan itaguyod ang kapayapaan at kaayusan. Halimbawa na lang po sa Mindanao, patuloy po tayo na nagpapaalala sa ating mga kababayan doon na sumunod sa batas, na ang batas ay para sa lahat. Ang batas ay hindi hadlang sa kalayaan. Ito ang saligan ng isang sibilisado at maayos na lipunan. Ito ang nagbibigay sa atin ng proteksyon, nagtatakda ng ating mga karapatan, at ang nagpapanatili ng kapayapaan. Bilang mga mambabatas, tayo po ang dapat na unang tagapagtanggol ng batas, hindi ang unang lilihis. Hindi din natin dapat ipagsapalaran ang tiwala ng mamamayan sa ating mga institusyon at makibahagi sa pagpapalabo sa hangganan na tama at maling gawi sa tuwing may matinding suliranin na sumusubok sa ating diwa bilang isang nasyon. Kaya buong puso po akong nakikiusap, nananawagan sa mga opisyal ng pamahalaan at sa mga kasama po sa kapulungang ito. Hindi po pare-pareho ang sitwasyon natin. Hindi po pareho ang Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Meron po mga katulad natin na umiikot sa mga liblib na lugar at nagpapakilala po ng batas na dapat sundin. Napakalulungkot po kung ganito ang ating pagbibitaw ng mga salita na we can bend the law. Ipakita po natin na ang kalooban ng taong bayan ay maaaring may sakatuparan ng alinsunod sa balangkas na makaturungang pag-iiral ng batas. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Padilla. Senator Erwin Tulfo is recognized.
Mr. President, the distinguished colleagues, just want to make a point of manifestation. I was the one who said this morning that sometimes we have to bend law. We don't have to. The point is, there's a Latin word that says, Vox Populi, Vox Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Now let me ask you, Mr. President, is our law higher than the voice of God? Is our law higher than the voice of the people? Mr. President, the law is supposed to protect the people. What we are asking, Mr. President, is the return of the value of good faith. I understand, Mr. President, what the gentleman from Pampanga this morning was saying, that it is not a requisite to return the money na kinuha po ng mga kontraktor, ng mga kumita po sa flood control project, Mr. President. Tama po yun, hindi po. At meron pong prosesong sinusunod tayo. na kailangan sundin. Pag gumulong na yung batas, hayaan ng korte ang magsabi, Mr. President, tens of thousands of people went out last Sunday. Narinig ko po, hindi ko po alam kung yung mga kasama natin narinig. Narinig ko po yung sigaw ng taong bayan. Ibalik ang pera namin. Malinaw po. And I was asked by a reporter, by an interview, your comment. I said the message is loud and clear, Mr. President. Ayusin natin sa gobyerno ang ating mga trabaho. Iwasan po mahulog sa korupsyon. The people are demanding that these people, contractors, DPWH officials, including politicians who made wealth, kumita po sa flood control, na kung maaari isoli nila ang kanilang ninakaw sa bayan. And I think that is the right thing to do. Ang problema kasi, Mr. President, kung susundin natin ang batas, alam naman po natin ang pagdinig sa ating bayan ay buwan at taon ang inaabot. Baka pagdating po sa dulo, wala na pong makuha ang gobyerno sa mga taong ito. My only point, Mr. President, is the people were asking, the people are demanding. Isole yung pera na ninakaw sa kanila. Meron po tayong batas. True enough, Mr. President, I don't disagree. There is a process. May proseso, tama din po. Paano naman po yung sigaw ng taong bayan? How can we pacify the clamor, the anger of the population, Mr. President? I have no answer. My only answer, Mr. President, is isoli po ninyo ang inyong ninakaw. No ifs and buts. Ang sinasabi lang po ng DOJ, kakausapin po nila ang mga taong ito kung pwede isoli. Wala naman po sinabi ang DOJ. Ito ang batas, bawal pong kailangan ninyong isoli yan. The DOJ, the Secretary himself said, they will ask, but they will not force them. Depende, mas mabuti raw kung kusang loob nilang isurrender yung pera, Mr. President. Wala naman pong nagbabawal sa batas na magbalik ng ninakaw. There's no such thing. And alam ko pong meron tayong process, we have procedures. But my only point is, Mr. President, whether I'm right or wrong, I stand to the wishes of the public, of the Filipino people, ibalik ang perang ninakaw sa kanila. Period, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Erwin Tulfo. Senator Padilla is recognized.
Opo. Ginoong Pangulo, napakaganda po ng mga punto na binitawan ng ating inahangaan na si Senator Erwin Tulfo. Ngunit, alam niyo po, meron pong historical injustice na nangyari sa mga Bangsamoro. Kung ang usapin po natin ay sisingilin natin ang ilang bayan sa mga utang nito sa Bangsamoro at hindi natin padadaanin sa batas, para saan po yung Barm Law? Mapupunta na lang po kami sa gulo. Mapupunta na lang po ito sa paniningil na hindi. Kailangan magbayad. Kailangan ngayon na. Kailangan po dumaan tayo sa proseso. Ang atin pong saligang batas ay malinaw na nagsasabi na may due process. Kung argumento po natin, makikinig tayo sa sinasabing ngayon na. Teka muna po. Marami pong maliligaw. Katulad po ng mga kasama nating artista, halimbawa, sinasabi nila, kung ganyan, wag na tayo magbayad ng tax. Paano pong gagawin natin? Papayagan po ba natin na mga artista ngayon na wag na magbayad ng tax dahil yun ang boses nila? Yun ang voice of God? Yun ang voice of the people? Ang gusto ng mga tao, lahat ng tao ngayon ayaw na magbayad ng tax. Dahil saan nangyayaring ito? Ang gusto ko lamang pong linawin, Ginoong Pangulo, tama po, naniniwala po ako na ang tao'y galit na. Dapat lang po silang magalit. Marami nang talagang ghost project, ang dami na pong nangyayaring ito. Pero sana po, intindihin po natin din yung mga kababayan natin sa malalayong lugar na humahanap ng hustisya. Madami pong mga kababayan natin, katulad ng mga katutubo, na humihingi din po ng hustisya yan. Pero dinadaan po natin sa batas ang pagnanakaw sa kanilang mga lupain, ang pagnanakaw sa mga mineral resources nila. Pero lagi natin sinasabi, may batas tayong dapat sundin. Paano kung isang araw gusto din nilang ng anarchy? Gusto din nilang magkagulo? Gusto din nilang lumusob sa Malacanang, pumunta ng Mindiola? Yun po yung mga bagay po na dapat po natin ding isipin. Ako po hindi kontra kahit kanino dito. Ako po number 1 supporter ng lahat nandito. Pero pagdating po sa usapin, na tayo'y magkakaroon na naman ng pag-aaklas. 20 taon na po ako sa Mindanao. Alam po yan ng kapatid ko na si Senator Mig Subiri na umiikot dyan sa mga liblib na lugar para kumbinsin ng mga taong sumunod tayo sa batas. Yun lamang po, mga senador tayo. Gumagawa tayo ng batas. Ang batas kailangan sundin natin tayo mismo. Yun lamang po, wala naman akong gustong sabihin kundi yun lang. Maraming salamat po.
Senator Erwin Tulfo is recognized.
Mr. President, just last point. Hindi po kahit kailan nagnakaw ang Bangsamoro. To tell you, kung mga kasama po natin, 20 years na pong nag-ikot sa Mindanao, ako, lumaki po ng Mindanao. I've been to Hulo, I've been to Basilan, been to Tawi-Tawi, I've been to Marawi. Maro nga po ako magsalita ng Tausog eh. But anyway, ang sinasabi ko lamang po, wala pong ninakaw, kaya iba po yun eh. Parang you're comparing apples to oranges. Yung Bangsamoro po, hindi po nagnakaw, kaya yung sinasabi na kailangan kasuhan or something, hindi po eh. Ang sinasabi ko lang po, ito malinaw na yung sinisigaw po ng mga kababayan natin ni Sole. And that's my own opinion, Mr. President. We have to return it. Kusa po, kung gusto po, kung sincero silang maging state witness, gusto po nilang mapasok sa Department of Justice, then siguro po, in good faith, Mr. President, isoli po nila yung mga nakuha po nila. That is all, Mr. President. I have no further statements. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Erwin Tulfo. Majority Leader.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. President. Siya nga pala, Mr. President, meron po tayong maraming ice cream sa likod. Bumili po ako ng Ben & Jerry's. Pwede po kayong kumain. At anytime, pampalamig muna ng ulo sa mga ating mga kasamahan. Pero magaganda naman po ang mga layunin nila. They're all pushing for the advocacy, so we respect them. And in this August chamber, we allow these ideas to freely be debated and discussed. So, Mr. President, with that, I move that we consider proposed Senate Resolution number 125. This is the resolution expressing the sense of the Senate to declare the last week of September as National Family Week. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, consideration of proposed Senate Resolution number 125 is in order. The Secretary is directed to read the title of the resolution.
Resolution expressing the sense of the Senate to declare the last week of September of this year and every year thereafter as a National Family Week.
Mr. President, to sponsor the measure, move to recognize the distinguished Senate President Vicente C. Soto III.
The Senate President, Senator Vicente Tito Soto III, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Majority Leader. Thank you. My esteemed colleagues, I rise on a very personal topic to me and for all of us, the family. According to the 1987 Constitution, the family is the foundation of the nation, and it has mandated us to strengthen its solidarity and actively promote its total development. It is not only the Constitution that mandates us to strengthen the family, but also the Bible. Deuteronomy 6, chapter 6, verses 6 to 7 states that, and I quote, "These commandments that I give you today, are to be in your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home, when you walk around, when you walk along the road, when you lie down, and when you get up. End of quote. As such, Mr. President, I sponsor Resolution 125. This resolution declares that the last week of September this year and all succeeding years thereafter be called the National Family Week. This resolution is not merely a symbolic gesture, but a reaffirmation of our nation's most fundamental value. Our nation is not only built on concrete and steel, but also in the foundation of the Filipino family. However, this foundation is being threatened by forces such as technology, the separation of the family by virtue of overseas employment. As such, this resolution, the Senate sends a strong message that we, the national representatives of this nation, believe and trust that the family is not merely a relic of the past, but a living and real hope for the future. Finally, my colleagues, this resolution is a simple but powerful act, and the value to the social fiber of our nation is immeasurable. Let us, as a Senate, stand with the Filipino family. Let us pass this resolution and encourage everyone to actively participate in the meaning of this resolution, the family. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I also received a note from the office of Senator Christopher Bongo to insert into the records his sponsorship speech.
Thank you. So inserted.
And also Senator Lauren De Garda, Mr. President. As should request.
Noted.
Thank you. Mr. President, no member wishes to interpolate the proposed amendment.
Senator Padilla wants to be recognized.
Yes. Senator Padilla is recognized, Mr. President.
Senator Padilla is recognized.
Assalamualaikum po ulit. Magandang hapon po, Ginoong Pangulo at mga kasama sa mataas na kapulungan. Ako po ay nakikiisa bilang co-sponsor ng proposed Senate Resolution number 125 na inihain po ni Senador ating pong Senate President Vicente C. Soto III upang ideklara ang huling linggo ng Setyembre bilang National Family Week. Maliwanag sa ating 1987 Konstitusyon na ang pamilya ang itinuturing na saligan ng ating bansa. Sa Section 12, Artikulo 2, nakasaad na kinikilala ng Estado ang kabanalan ng buhay pamilya at tungkulin nitong palakasin ng pagkakaisa at kaunlaran ng bawat sambahayan. Kaya't ang resolusyong ito ay hindi lamang simbolo kundi pagtupad sa ating tungkuling mambabatas. Noong 1992, sa bisa ng Proclamation number 60, diniklara na ang huling linggo ng Setyembre ay Family Week. Pinalakas pa ito ng Executive Order number 238 noong 2003. Noong namang 2012, sa bisa ng Proclamation number 326, idinagdag ang Kainang Pamilya Mahalaga Day tuwing ika-4 na Lunes ng Setyembre. Kamay-kailan lang, pati ang Malacanang ay nagpaikli ng oras ng trabaho ng gobyerno upang makasama ang bawat kawani sa pagdiriwang nito. Malinaw, Ginoong Pangulo, ang lakas ng ating pamahalaan ay nagsisimula sa lakas ng pamilya. Iba-iba ang mukha ng pamilyang Pilipino. May mga OFW na susumikap sa malayo para sa kinabukasan. May mga solo parent na pilit binabalanse ang oras. May mga lolo at lola na kumakalinga. At may mga pamilyang hinahamon ng kahirapan at sakuna. Gayunpaman, iisang katotohanan, sa pamilya nagsisimula ang paghubog ng dangal, pananampalataya at pagmamahal sa bayan. Kaya nananawagan po ako ng wagawing makahuluhan ang Family Week. Hindi lang selebrasyon, kundi pagkilos, parenting at marriage seminars, livelihood programs, child protection actions, mental health support, at disaster preparedness para sa buong sambayanan at sambahayan. Bilang isang ama at lingkod bayan, Naniniwala po ako, kung matatag ang pamilya, matatag ang republika. Kaya sa ngalan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino, buong puso po akong nakikisa kay Senador Soto at sa kapulungan ito sa agarang pag-adapt ng resolusyong ito. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Padilla. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I would like to stand corrected. The good gentle lady from Antigua, instead of inserting to the records, would like to co-sponsor the measure. May we recognize Senator Lauren Legarda, Mr. President.
Senator Lauren Legarda is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I stand before you today to co-sponsor Senate Resolution 125, expressing the sense of the Senate to declare the last week of September of this year and every year thereafter as a National Family Week. According to the PSA's 2020 census, out of 109 million Filipinos, 108.7 million live in households. This is equivalent to 9 out of 10 Filipinos living in households with their families. However, the weight of economic pressures and the changing social landscape has affected the family rhythm. Oftentimes, both parents and children are compelled to work longer hours to meet the daily expenses of the family. As a result, family time, once defined as shared meals and conversations, is sacrificed. What used to be a norm of sitting together to share stories, seek guidance, and build common values has now become a rare experience for Filipino families. Also, while technology has advanced and brought many benefits, it has also introduced new distractions, making face-to-face communication within families a scarce resource. Since the state is tasked to protect and strengthen family life as a basic autonomous social institution, it is only proper for this institution to help in nurturing and upholding the welfare and unity of Filipino families. Thus, I urge my esteemed colleagues to support and adopt proposed resolution 125 to express a sense of the Senate to declare the last week of September of this year and every year as a National Family Week. Simple as it may seem, through this measure, we affirm that amidst the difficulties and distractions of our lives, the heart of the Filipino continues to beat strongest within the home. Let this observance be our yearly reminder that our progress as a people will always be measured by the strength of our families, the values we pass on, and the bonds we choose to keep. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Legarda. Majority Leader.
Before Senator Erwin, I think Senator Pia manifested first, but would you allow him to go ahead, Madam? Yes, we'd like to recognize Senator Erwin Tulfo.
Senator Erwin Tulfo is recognized.
Mr. President, I would just like to manifest my support on Senate Resolution number 125, which is expressing the sense of the Senate to declare the last week of September of this year and every year thereafter is the National Family Week. Family is very important, Mr. President. Otherwise, we won't be here. If we don't have a family, we don't have parents who brought us all here. So I agree, Mr. President, and we should immediately pass this resolution number 125, and I support the said resolution filed by Senator Soto, the sponsor, and co-sponsor Senator Bongo and Senator Lauren Legarda. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Tulfo. Majority Leader.
May we recognize Senator Pia Cayetano, sir.
Senator Pia Cayetano is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to align myself with the sponsor, the Senate President, on proposed resolution number 125